There's a lot of great new choruses out there that are not in your hymnal, and using an overhead projector in your worship ministry is a great way to expand the song library and keep things new and fresh. Here's a couple of tips to make your overhead projector ministry shine. Hey, it's Dave Dalton from the online website www.practicalworshipblog, all one word, no spaces.com. All you need to do is get on your computer, log on to the World Wide Web, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we share tips and ideas and practical advice for the everyday worship leader. So when you're using an overhead projector in your worship ministry, there's a couple of things you want to have on hand at all times. The first thing is a Sharpie, because sometimes the lettering on these transparencies will flake off and you might not notice it until right before you need it and there's not enough time to make a new copy. You can take the Sharpie, fill in that missing letter or that missing word right before you need it, and you're good to go. Also, have a good cloth and some cleaner nearby. Finger smudges are going to happen no matter how careful you are, but if you keep your cleaning supplies really close by, it'll always keep your ministry clean and professional. And finally, I like to use a ruler. In fact, I tape it to the side of the machine so that when you are switching out the lyrics, you can line that up and the lyrics are straight every single time. Now, when you are running an overhead projector, you need to be ready for anything, and so organization is going to be key to that. We like to keep all of our songs in this file folder. Now, you can use a 3-ring binder, but if you do use a binder, I recommend that you put a piece of paper in between all the transparencies. Otherwise, if that binder gets too close to the heat of the projector, you're going to fuse those transparencies together, and then you got to do both songs at the same time. I don't know. But we keep all of our songs alphabetized in this file folder. Now, we do put all like the heavy rotation songs like Shine Jesus Shine and Lord I Lift Your Name on High. We keep those here at the front, really accessible. And then also those boom chink medley songs like Jehovah Jireh and I Will Celebrate and Blow the Trumpet in Zion. We keep all those together here in the back because it seems like every weekend that we do one of those medleys, there's always one song that the worship leader throws in that we did not practice. Now, a couple of ways to keep things professional. If you're the one running the overhead projector, I recommend the night before that you clip your fingernails, because if you're the one up there on a Sunday morning that's switching out the songs, your hands are up there for everyone to see, and so we want to make sure that our hands are well manicured to eliminate distractions. Also, you can use a piece of paper to cover up some of the words so you can focus on the section that you are singing, but it's not a necessity. And finally, if you need to make a copy, maybe as a backup or for the youth ministry, it's really important that you examine your slide carefully. If not, and you miss a finger smudge, it'll be there forever. So that's just a few ways to make the most of an overhead projector in your worship ministry. Here at Practical Worship, we love sharing ideas and tips and practical advice for the everyday worship leader. Join us next time as we look at the latest audio mixer from Mackie. Also, there is a brand new DC Talk Jesus Freak choir program that we'll check out, available now both in split track cassette and compact disc. In the meantime, we would love to connect with you online. Join us in our live chat room on America Online. Just use the keyword Practical Worship. And for more great practical advice, join us on the World Wide Web at www.practicalworshipblog.com.